The All-Star teams were finished off today as the reserves for the East and West were named. The rest of the West looks like this. Pardon me, Russell Westbrook, no surprise. Couple of Warriors, Clay and Dre, joining Steph and KD. Marc Gasol, DeAndre Jordan, Gordon Hayward, the two on the bottom of the screen there. Their first All-Star nominations as reserves. In the Eastern Conference, guard heavy here. Isaiah Thomas and John Wall, no argument there. Kevin Love and Paul George in the front court. Flip it to the next page and a couple more guards, Kyle Lowry and Kemba Walker and Paul Millsap. So a couple names we didn't see. I said it was my hot take, Joel Embiid, the most egregious All-Star snub. You said in the Western Conference the most egregious All-Star snub was Karl Anthony Towns. Should we require each team to take at least one center? Because that's the position that these two youngsters play, and they didn't get the nod because a couple of front court guys went in front of them.
Yeah, I think I prefer the old school of forwards, guards, and a center, a true center. There's a point in our league where there's enough good centers that each league can take a center.
Yeah.
I think the Embiid snub is really bad, especially when you look at, to have a snub, who is there that maybe shouldn't be there compared to Embiid's case. And for me, it's Paul Millsap. Embiid's averaging more points, more rebounds, a lot more blocks, better defensive player in a lot less minutes. It boggles my mind and he's a more popular choice. In an entertainment weekend, Paul Millsap is the, that's opening up the cupboard or opening up the freezer and having the most generic store-bought vanilla ice cream. And Joel Embiid is like the best Rocky Road of all time. He's the most entertaining, the wow factor all weekend long, better stats. I heard Charles Barkley. Sir Charles made this argument. I want to hear what you have to say, because I know you think Embiid's a snub. He said the fact that Embiid doesn't play back-to-backs, that it helps his cause for his statistical output because he's fresher. So he's able to put up better stats because he doesn't grind the way a Millsap does.
Yeah, I can buy that, especially because right now the concern with Joel Embiid is his health, and if he's preserving...
Not playing for the here and now.
Exactly. If he's preserving his health a little bit by sitting out these second of back-to-backs or not feeling the grind constantly on his knees, on his feet, then I can see how that helps him. But that's marginal. Dude, when you are averaging what Joel is averaging in the minutes that he's playing, again, let's even out the playing field. Make everyone give you their per 36 averages. And Joel Embiid blows
smokes
everyone in the East out of the water. He's basically an NBA comparable on his per 36 numbers to a DeMarcus Cousins, to a Russell Westbrook, to a James Harden. That's how good this guy is.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize this. I knew he was good defensively, but if you look at his net rating for the defense that the Philadelphia 76ers play when he's on the floor versus not, he's basically Rudy Gobert defensively.
Who I think is the defensive
player. Probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Absolutely. So Joel Embiid deserved to be there. I agree with you. Karl Anthony Towns deserved to be there in the West.
I'll say this lastly. I think it just goes to show how ripe with talent the whole league is, how many snubs, and the cases we can make for guys that aren't on the team. It's only so many spots. There's that many great players in the league. Someone's going to have to get left off the roster.